site. For now, at least, BBL are sitting comfortable.
I'll find you.
Yeah, it's worth noting as well that BBL, when they played against Fnatic, their defensive side was really impressive. And a lot of it came off the back of the positioning that Brave was able to hold. Now, interestingly here, you've had this sort of fake being attempted, but it has not worked.
Left.
They have moved all the doors, shot the broken door as well. It's done absolutely nothing. Instead, this is still going to be a stack up over on this C site. A clear read coming through. 20 seconds left. Nice work from N4RRATE. And he's actually going to go straight back through the door. Now, the position of MAGNUM actually has huge amounts of value as he's going to catch off reazy. A fantastic.
Like you said, the fake really didn't work out, but a great pivot coming out of KC. Realizing that they can instead move back, having not already pushed fully through the choke point on C, take every fight as they do. Look at BBL's positions. Very heavily stacked towards that rubble fight at the start of the round, and the read is there from KC. The new target is the C site. Spike's already made its way through the choke point, and there's nothing to deny them from even getting this plant. Post plant for KC could be dangerous with these weaker weapons. Long range outlaw. MAGNUM wants a challenge up close. He's got the first, and tomaszy follows up on a Cutioner with low shields as well on Brave. He's got to be worried now seeing that outlaw is in play, although tomaszy ain't too healthy himself.
If anything, though, it just gives him extra confidence to continue this fight. He may be playing the Sentinel, but he lives and breathes the duelist still to this day. For the remaining three, this retake risky, but already it's going swimmingly, in fact. Already dropping multiple players, leaving it on to reazy to try and do it all. I'm starting to believe that the Shadow Step belongs to Brave. Because it's so audacious, the things he will attempt. Like, it's disrespectful to opponents, and he should be killed. But somehow he just manages to make it work time and time again. Already? What? Okay, a three-man push just walks straight into pAura.
Spike down, C.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a replay of that one, Andy. That's
make it work.
Belayed rubble aggression, but now they've got the control. BBL start the rotates. 2 players on the B site, 2 ready for this aggression on C. Cutioner's got a good position with cages to cover his fall back. And Elite, he's on cam right now. He's just letting them see him. Marteen's done well to find the first, low on HP, but still able to follow up on a pAura. It's getting a little bit scary. reazy and Elite step up, but they're dropped again, and with Shin onto Elite, we're left with Brave and reazy locked out of the site. They've got to wait. Run this clock down a little bit further. The one, I guess, saving grace is the fact that they haven't retrieved those rifles that were dropped moments ago, but they might not need them. The shots on the Sheriffs have been precise, and now the challenge will be for Cutioner, but he does have a showstopper.
I think that's the thing. They have the showstopper for a retake. I can only assume, well, maybe he's just going to chuck it in, but I kind of hope that it's more set up so that they can get back into position and get that opening kill on the retake. The thing is, he might have a timing hit. tomaszy, yeah, they don't check it. They don't clear it properly. Now the showstopper's going to come out. It will deny the plant a little longer, and it's given time to reazy.
It has. It's bought some time. pAura doesn't need to move either. Tucked in his corner. That should be a free kill onto MAGNUM, who's actually checking it. Good read by MAGNUM in this situation. They've got a plant and a 3 versus 4. Not a bad recovery. Showstopper already used to no avail other than running the clock down, which now doesn't seem to matter that much. The retake attempt does still have the numbers in favor for BBL. The question is if they can deal with some of the closer positions. N4RRATE down below, able to isolate one, now looking for his second, and he knows exactly where Elite is, but the numbers are kept even. Oh, N4RRATE's good for the... Those good reads. I saw in the replay as well, MAGNUM had seen the barrel of pAura, an unfortunate scenario. Trades early though, not too bad for BBL. Still the rifle on QutionerX.
And the big issue is that they've got all their ults. tomaszy had his as well before he died. This is a 5-ult round going into an anti-eco. If they lose this one, it would have to be a miracle, and miracles are strong.
With the weaker weapons, a Guardian, a Stinger, and pistols. But they have, as you said last round, they've got 5 ultimates to work around. Still, which ones of those ults are going to win you around here?
Brave has been a rat in these positions every single time. The utility thrown out hasn't cleared him. It's not even come close.
He's free.
And he's not going to fall back. Of course he's not. Like, Brave is so confident fighting these angles. If you can do it versus Fnatic, you're going to believe you can do it versus anyone. And there's consistent supportive utility being thrown out as well. Not been able to catch him. Still surviving. Still causing issues. Finally gone down, but there has been trades. tomashy's done well. That one rifle is making things a bit more costly. And bear in mind, they didn't invest into this round. So any damage they can do would be hugely valuable.
pAura's position certainly known. He's wise to just fall back, concede it. KC, Rate still has ulti to use if they can get the spike down. Maybe that could help them to deny that defuse, and it looks like they will have the room to do so.
30 seconds left.
Reveal for the backside. Plant to come in. BBL will have to assess what they still have to work with. A stun, a nade, and the man advantage in their back pocket. Plant has to come in fairly soon, and I do see BBL starting to creep closer, but I think they're a little bit too far away to deny. They might catch tomaszy repositioning, but again, they're being slow just in case there's a player tucked behind them.
They're playing this one safe. They'll get the information. I'm looking at that Nightfall though, that's going to connect onto all three players. Second time we've seen that, but it's left onto Neray in a clutch. He's pulled off 1v5s before, but clearing.
Who's next?
Towards Rubble. Marteen knows. He's going to make that entry. Now there is no one here. It's just the utility. So he may finally get some information, but no, in fact he'll have the only information is lack of it.
pAura is on his way over to help out, but he's being caught. The two-player B-lurk, not quite anticipated in this round, but they didn't need those players with all the space. Braves on the quick rotation, not going to risk being picked. Now that he's joined his squad, it's time to start that retake. But
he's hit
Fury,
3.
it's huge! Magnum with 1, with damage onto 2 more.
Then throw those stuns through. They probably only have 1 man to deal with. I will say though, it was not easy to deal with this 1 man, and actually QutionerX wasn't happy just sitting back, but that showstopper has not done what he was hoping for.
Oh, Brave. Yeah, the paranoia comes his way. He just gets aggressive, fires 1 back, takes down Magnum, drops spike. reazy gets both walking through B. They're not falling.
And then or sometimes not even.
One-way smokes makes it impossible to fight through those angles, as they've now realized. KC fully focused on the C site with a gate crash off flash. Shrouded step used, and the decoy is perfect. Elite blinded and dropped, and these players have a tough position to play from. I'm surprised pAura swings out so wide to take that fight. Breach util removed from a potential retake, and I like the spot up top. Reposition from Shin could be good with him tucked in. QutionerX evidently suspects it though.
He dodged the ult, right? He hasn't taken any HP. Yeah, I think that's what he was doing. He was making sure he doesn't get hit by perfect the Nightfall. So it just means that he keeps his health, keeps his sound, and he was able to defend his teammates if needed. Similarly to what you can do with the breach shot. QutionerX only going to be good for 1, and the trades come in thick and fast.
Utility is making it difficult for them moving towards that A site, and this time it might make it difficult on C. pAura's made the early rotation. He's here alongside Elite. Their job is not to stop the plant on C, instead it's to make it costly, to do some damage as these players walk through, but the smoke blocks them out, and there will be no damage to be done. The only thing they can do is make sure they don't push further forward.
Yeah, this is risky. Look at where Nedir is sitting. He's ready with the Nightfall, waiting for contact to be made. The second they get to move, it's going to connect onto the majority of the team. He even caught the player at the back of the site. Okay, Shin. He wanted to try and work off the fact that they had lack of sound, but I believe Elite was ready for that. Magnum catching another, the aftershock up top is going to make things a little bit more awkward. And actually, Elite's managed to give them an advantage. That continues with tomaszy looking for a little bit more. They even went for the shots you had your teammate.
Yeah. Now, the fact that Elite had his sound about him, his wits about him, that's what gets them across the line. Another, I missed that in the moment. Utterly ridiculous shrouded steps in the first half, at least.
Yeah, we'll see if in the couple of days they've had, BBL managed to make improvements, but that's going to help. An aggressive push from the side of KC, and Elite is more than...
I mean, B is wide open. Could be a big flank opportunity for Elite. Let's see if he's got any teammates to back up, though. Great nade. That's done a ton of damage. Shin's on 13 health as they make this push through.
Shock Dart did a little chip damage, but not anything that will likely change the round. Magnum might just do it himself, though. Within a second, he's taken 3 heads off, and now Elite looks to turn the tide. 4 kills,
so much damage done on low HP after being tagged up. I thought he was down and out of the round, but look at the way he isolates these fights.
I still didn't see the third one.
Healthy. Elite does so well to bring this back into a doable.
It does seem like KC might be aware of the potential, though. 4 rifles and a stinger. No one playing with a pistol in this round. Nedir, the master of the stinger. We'll see how this one goes. He's going to win it. And actually, that's a free rifle. It got sectioned off by the door. They've just delivered to him first class post stamp on it. They can't get it back.
Yeah, that's a disappointing one. If your rifle's committing to that angle, you've got to be going with him, at least 2 or 3 alongside. Spams are landing a few shots, but nothing too major as they make their way. Well, now there's pretty major damage. Reazy's down and out. And they walk right into Marteen, who is awaiting them with open arms. Just a classic.
Paranoia in hand. This is looking like a dangerous push.
What? That was blind fire.
Yeah.
Straight through the smoke with a bulldog. One man down already. BBL on the way through will find nothing. QutionerX dropped and Shin. Okay, he doesn't get his ones, but N4RRATE's right there with a wall bang through a cage. 12 seconds left. The spike not on site, and they need to pick up the pace. Even then, there's so many players on the other side. There's the spike gone, and with it the round. Unless Reazy's about to spray all. No, well, when he gets
just be this.
When he gets 4 kills with an Odin Tom, you're gonna look very silly. Here he goes. That's the first. That's the second. Let's go, N4RRATE.
I know exactly.
Shredding them through the walls, and this buy round for BBL decimated as a result. He's even got a chance for more. Look at that damage, Tom. You'd be silly to have doubted it, wouldn't you?
30 seconds left.
Oh, keep going.
There's no one near him now, Tom. There's no... Ran out of steam.
So have you, I think. Oh, no chance. No. Just a new gun that's really... Oh, dear. This is going from bad to worse.
Cutioner of all people, I think he either had the... I think he had the showstopper from the dead last round.
Are they gonna... Are they about to use both ults? They've already used Rolling Thunder. Nightfall is there. Okay, pAura has managed to find one. And actually, Brave's found another. They're so low, that's the problem. 2 players within inches of death. And well, that was so close to at least catching one of them, and he'll get him in the end. Brave gone. Gonna juggle the weaponry around. Another ult being expended. Elite has found himself a rifle, but now Nightfall being used as well. Everything in the kitchen sink thrown at this round, but it doesn't matter when they're so far in the lead. pAura, the leader, trying to clutch this one out, and well. Information is there at all times. For Casey, Shin has also done fantastically well to delay, and if it wasn't going bad already, that's a good start. tomaszy will drop his counterpart of Elite. The shock darts being thrown through. Nightfall been used by the attack. They're going to try and pressure towards the spawn, but Shin has just left. Happy to play this one as more of a retake, but goes for the peak. And Reazy has the kill.
Reazy, I mean, especially in that first half, he was on fire. If you can find that form again, they could be in with a chance, but KC are finding all the kills. 2 big players left to deal with. Spike planted in a good position for them as well. No nade for QutionerX, spammed and taken down on the peak. It's Reazy left, and there's suppressive fire keeping him out of this. Some element, though, you have to hope that this is what they planned coming into today as well. You never really want to see those last-second pivots. KC's already using their stun to get up aggressive. N4RRATE, oh, the frenzy's doing him dirty. But he still got damage done with Magnum picking up another Elite. Dropped right after. Easier fight with the assist coming in from N4RRATE. And now the advantage, 4 versus 2. I was worried to see Marteen still wanting to get aggressive, but he has backed off. And now the post plant inside of main. Although okay, Marteen is making it too. I thought he's deciding on it. Looks like he's going to stick around, a little bit more of an aggressive position outside the choke.
I guess just at this stage, a 4 versus 2. A little bit of utility, but it might have just been a plan if they try and smoke off, go for that defusal. A wraparound coming in from tomaszy, but it may not even matter, and eventually keep them in. As the rest of the team, they're just diving straight in.
A little bit too quick for BBL to do anything about, but they stand back, wait in this firing squad for the players to come through the choke. And once they round that corner, headshot angles, but it's nothing but headshots for BBL. Shin's left alone, 1 versus 5. An ace clutch needed. Good start by taking down Brave, but now they know where he is, and the reaction will be... The map, the rotation read, as Reazy, previously an elbow, now will be here for the B side hit. Some supportive utility will go a long way to helping hold on if there's still players to support. Reazy has to step up himself. And alongside Elite, they do a good job, leaving Marteen on 15 health. Although with his headshot percentage, that might not matter too much. pAura. The other problem is that even if he takes down Magnum, you know that showstopper is a safety net for them.
Yeah, especially when he needs to defuse. He can almost just martyrdom straight onto pAura if needed.
And once you tap that, there's no way to escape the showstopper's wrath.
And it would have to be such an immediate kill, and well, marteen is not slow on the reactions. Look how passively they're playing as well. They know that pAura is going to try and isolate one of these battles, try and go looking for one of these players. By the time he does it, the clock might have already gone. He'll get the first for free. Expectation is there, but
have light shields. The first around the corner will not be the one with the light shields. It's marteen and n4RRATE leading the charge, and as we expected, the showstopper is used to break through this choke point. They haven't cleared out a lot of the site, though, where these players still remain. A shot fired, not landed. Good Dizzy that blinded him up. QutionerX spotted in the corner, tries to use the blast pack to pull them forward, and it works. He's now out, so not safe. marteen just about had an angle from up top, and the denial of the rotation out of Brave means that spike may well be planted. They've tapped it, Tom, they've tapped it, stunned, and went aggressive, but BBL were a little bit too far back to be caught by it, luckily.
Patient play, marteen.
He got caught by the stun.
Oh, it doesn't matter, there's re-swings coming out. A little bit of confusion for marteen, and now pAura's found the trade. It's left all onto MAGNUM. Low HP, there's no way.
He's in the lead, coming into a low-buy round. I like it. Cam into stun, into peek, denying the aggression, denying the space, but it's taken elsewhere! Whoa, marteen! Lightning fast around market.
They got the rifle.
They've managed to recover it, but the player with it is quite low, 60 HP. Nice headshot by Shin. Cancels out the health disadvantage, and now Elite is the one carrying. A shot by tomaszy, and a 3 versus 2. Post plant, Shin with the rifle. It's a shame he's the one with it on just 20 health. They go back towards the back of the site to recover another rifle. tomaszy loses his life for it, and this becomes so much more doable for BBL. Even putting out the Thrash. It will be destroyed, though. Not able to quite get close enough, and the recovered rifle on MAGNUM, he's able to take down Brave. reazy's left alone. No Dizzy even to work with. Can't flash them and swing on the back, instead has to try to root these players out, going slow to catch the first. And Shin, 20 HP since very early on in this round. Now the last man standing for KC. The tap was already heard, but he doesn't believe it's being stuck. And now he's seen that it isn't. Hiding behind the market, the time is already too low. Anything but stand there to win the round. And n4RRATE stunned up right at the start. Didn't see Brave, but the trade is still there. Weaker weapons across the board for BBL. Showstopper still a concern, but on the other side of the map,
I know exactly.
KC can manage to deal with these players on time. Oh, Rolling Thunder on the back of the neural theft. They know exactly where to put it down. A little bit of information on the back of the ultimate, which in this comp is a bit of a godsend. Shin's up top. Spike's on its way to site, and Pistols, well, they are looking to take these duels. The thing is, pAura's first around the corner, no utility. Dizzy goes up, though.
Hello.
That forces a fight around the side that they win. Showstopper on the back of it, and KC have gone running. The Rolling Thunder didn't catch any of them. They're already too deep, but the info is there.
Just looking to wrap back around. It seems like they've got the read, but still, the weaponry not favored. Trade's no effective, and Elite
comes out the MAGNUM copy pasta in the Twitch chat. Unbelievable set of rounds from him.
Does he know it off by heart? He has to type it. He doesn't go and copy and paste it.
It's quicker.
So it's not a copy pasta.
Still, they got a Rolling Thunder and a Showstopper out of the hands of BBL. Big ults to remove. Limiting the reactions in this round as KC quickly flood the B site. Caught behind a smoke is QutionerX, but he's soon to emerge from it.
He's waiting by the trip. He knows that if anybody pushes this, he should have himself a free kill. Instead, tries to take a little bit of the gap. And when MAGNUM walks into the trip just seconds later, Elite needs to absolutely massive, and he gets nothing. The singular kill won't change the round. Maybe reazy and Brave can do something. The problem is just look at the immediate response. KC are right back into a post plant.
Yeah, there might be no utility for KC at this point, you know, unless Shin's. Let's be fair, after what we saw from Brave, maybe the Shrouded Step is a big piece of utility. And the stun just came back on for MAGNUM, but that's all they had to work with. The advantages, though, are clear, even without that util online. And BBL, no, it's not a round they're likely to win. Again, carrying these weapons through to the next round, but a 6-2 scoreline is a dominant start to this map. And considering how we ended out on Lotus, it's got to be getting worrying for BBL. Even coming into the next, Cam is broken at the start of the round, something for BBL, but the aggression, the speed, again, catching them off guard. Brave was dominant on the defensive side of Lotus. There wasn't a battle that he could lose. At times, KC seemed to have just come to the conclusion, Brave is A, go anywhere else. But here, they've dealt with him every single time. The showstopper from marteen, he's going to fire it blind. He's going to wait right till the last second, just buying them as much time as possible. And even though it doesn't get a kill or even damage, they're in a 5v4 after plant as a result.
It's kept them back for much longer than they would have wanted. A kill will get them the information, but the post plants, so many different angles. Shin waiting, playing anti-flash, knows that there's a breach and a potential Dizzy to come through on the other side. N4RRATE will get one, but the trades are fine, and marteen! Well, we've spoken about his headshots throughout the league. No. So this retake is not going to have any of those bonuses, and it is only getting worse as the seconds go by.
There. 30 seconds left.
And look at the push
Spike
out of
planted.
pAura.
It's a lurking jet.
Oh, he's looking the wrong way.
This is my rank game.
And N4RRATE's caught him. That timing was pixel perfect from N4RRATE. The information is given to tomaszy. His gun is trained on the angle, waiting for that player to peek, and N4RRATE is the one to catch him back turned. Losing a breach utility. Blasting into A will be tough. And indeed, impossible. He's up close. Chance, but QutionerX finding his form, gets the first. That's it. A shutdown by Shin. 70 health, no shields. Decent bit of damage by QutionerX early on. Has to be followed up on. And this aggression in A main, there's a trap waiting for it. If the player that died was Cypher, this could be a very different round, but instead, BBL break the trap and move back. They won't be committing to this flank, but they won't be committing to a B hold either. The paranoia is thrown through from KC, but it will not fall on anybody. BBL are forced into a retake, and so far, Tom, those retakes, they haven't gone their way. The one thing I will say is that most of the utility from KC is gone moving into this.
Well, they still have a little bit to play with. And also, again, those ults aren't ready. reazy could get his online, but MAGNUM's already been able to take out one. TP away to go into a more passive position, and they're so wary that that lurk is going to come back through mid. It's still being watched for. They're still waiting for somebody to make their move, and tomaszy gets the timing spot on once again. Brave versus 4 to try and find absolutely
every single one of these KC players put into a position where they're at a disadvantage, and they come out of it smelling the roses every single time. This time, B-site retake in the pistol round. BBL have already secured a lot of space. Not going to be able... Oh, actually, yes, they are able to deny the plant. Buying more time. Stun goes through. Push. QutionerX in the corner, though, is able to pick up the double. And although the nade drops pAura, they need so much more to find a way back into this round. It's left to MAGNUM, the man who bought up as Sheriff.
Oh, he's got shields. He must have found it.
Oh, yeah, he picked it up. He picked it up. You're correct.
Or a raid boss, which if they did that, they're mental.
They're insane. Well, let's see if MAGNUM can make it work with the Sheriff in hand. Going for the blind fire to start. It will not work out, and now BBL are hiding away. Not giving it out to players, and now they can react. The numbers are here, but the weapons aren't.
Oh, spam through. That's definitely done a fair amount of damage. Even still, marteen's going to get that opener, and it's getting dicey. Gun already found, but Brave is there. Turning the tide, at least for a moment, but there comes the rifle. Oh, the timing from tomaszy was almost perfect, but the flash leaves him completely blind. MAGNUM's going to try and take this with a teammate, and he actually picks up the gun and can't quite correct. Even still, though, it's down to a 1 versus 1. reazy only has a pistol, but tomaszy low, and the time is ticking away. Rifle couldn't quite be retrieved, but if anything, at this point, that clock should do enough. It needs to be an almost immediate frag if he's going to have anything to say about this, and what tomaszy does manage to get the
so costly. They could be facing a 12-4 scoreline if they lose this.
Yeah, they've had to invest everything, but it basically turns this into a regular buy round. tomaszy hoping to try and find something on that cross, but hasn't got anything. pAura had to react quickly, and Brave's done well, but N4RRATE manages to come out with 2. A quick response. He's even continued it further, and it needs to be reazy. Instead, it's pAura. Both players left all onto N4RRATE.
Oh, we'll have to get you a raise. Well,
damn.
You were
it's a good thing I highlighted that.
Yeah.
Setting up
there.
4 players waiting from the defense. 3 players
30 seconds
already
left.
low. And 25 seconds to try and make this work. N4RRATE is going to be stunned up. Waiting within the smoke. QutionerX seems to be well aware and has heard the drop down. That might almost bait him in. And in fact, they found a couple of kills in a second, but that rifle is gone. It's going to come down to the pistols. MAGNUM with 1 more, Shin with another, and Elite's only on 3 HP. He might not even have time to get anything done. That first kill will go his way. But you almost feel like he has to try and bait the man in. It hasn't worked. There's not even enough time. He has to go for the kill. He needs the kill now. And MAGNUM just plays the mind games. And
wait for that ending. There was no need whatsoever.
MAGNUM pulls off a clutch. Gets made to look at 4. The round's on the way, though. a more aggressive stance.
Nice.
Ooh, style points, but unfortunately still dead. Okay, it's a battle in the air. Marteen, what? This is absurd! What an ace from
both. Just, I don't even need to see the next round, to be honest. Show me this again and again. Adjustment, fires for the wall, knowing he's close enough to it to go down. Stands his ground as well. No thought in that man's mind about backing off. He sees the ace, his name in lights, and my God, he seizes the day. Look at
make it. Last time out. Okay, they used up all the magic in the last one. Even still, Shin is there. Managed to get back out of this weaker weaponry. Look at the purchases currently in for a round that's going to potentially lose them the map. Marteen had the last round. Shin is looking to try and get this one.
4 shots.
He's got to try and do it. Oh! Back